The Gates Foundation is very much at the forefront on this hunt for a vaccine. We've all learned by now the timeline, the hopeful timeline of 12 to 18 months. That is a highly expedited track, a fast track for a vaccine. Can you explain why?
For most diseases, you don't pursue more than one or two approaches. Here, because of all the incredibly negative effects, the sooner the better. And so we're going to pursue, there are 100 efforts, but maybe 10 of those should get the resources to build factories and go full speed ahead. And it'll be multiple companies, which that's not typical. And it'll all be at risk because those are billions of dollars that, when they're successful, will save the trillions of dollars of broad damage. So, the best scientists working hard on this, and I'm hopeful. In fact, in the last few
treatments. You said if we could get a miracle drug, a miracle treatment that would, take care of it for 95 track.
Well, there's a huge number of compounds being tried. The public knows about remdesivir, hydroxychloroquine, whichever one it is, most will fail, but a few, I think, will have substantial effects. As far as I know, none of the trials have had that kind of, amazing result where you stop it early and go, hey, we have to get this out. So, even if those lead compounds do not have significant benefit, believe me, there's so many good ideas that some will. So no one should put their hope behind a particular approach. And hydroxy, it may have a modest effect. That's all that by the end of May will be clear.
I think if there has been any area that seems to have been bedeviling during this crisis, it's testing. I wonder how you assess how the U.S. has done in testing, and what seems to be the issue here? What's the breakdown? What's the problem? What should have been better?
Well, many countries decided that at the national level they would orchestrate the testing and do that very early. So all of these machines, called PCR machines, would be used 24 hours a day, and you would be testing the right people. That hasn't happened in the United States. It might not happen, but the access to tests is just chaotic. If you're a low-income person, your access is less than a high-income person. We should focus on the symptomatics and the contact tracing. So I don't know whether this will get organized. The capacity is going up, but when you get the results late, it's almost worthless. And so we can improve. A number of innovations have been driven. We were involved in proving that the patient doing the self-swab just at the tip of the nose, that's as good as having the medical worker do the more invasive procedure.